that
as a result
additional
today,
income that comes to the family.
The government dairy, which was in losses when we took office, has now started giving us a dividend of more than 30 crores every year.
That's exactly what we have done. We give an incentive of 4 rupees per litre if you supply milk to our government dairy, the Vijaya dairy. As a result today, the government dairy, which was in losses when we took office, has now started giving us a dividend of more than 30 crores every year, because it has now turned profitable, helping both, creating a win-win formula for the dairy farmers, for the families, and also for the company itself. That has ushered in a white revolution, creating more income, more employment opportunities, and more business opportunities, of course, in the form of dairy products, etc. The third revolution, the fourth revolution I'll tell you about, is a pink revolution. Now, Telangana government also has started focusing on sheep rearing and encouraging sheep rearing. We have started a program through NCDC, and as a result, we spent nearly 11,000 crores of rupees. Today, our livestock population has doubled, highest for any state in the country, resulting again in two things. One, of course, additional income for the sheep rearing communities in the rural areas, and also in meat processing opportunities, which is basically pink revolution. And the fifth revolution that we are focused on, we all know the edible oil consumption in India currently is all dependent heavily on imports. Now we want to change that. We want to be the torch bearer in India. So therefore, we have started promoting oil palm in a big way. That is the yellow revolution that we are trying to usher in. The target is ambitious. In the next 5 years, we want to see 20 lakh acres of Telangana's farmers cultivating oil palm. And we are offering massive incentives and subsidies, etc. And of course, as you all know, oil palm also allows for intercropping. So till such time as the oil palm comes up and starts paying off, you can also use it for intercropping and making subsistence. So all these 5 revolutions, the green, the blue, the white, the pink, and the yellow revolutions, are going to usher in more prosperity and more opportunities in the rural Telangana. Therefore, this becomes that much more important. Therefore, the opportunities to come in with tech interventions, the opportunities to leverage data and provide useful tools for farmers to also improve their projects. You mentioned, Sir Satyanarayan Garu, Sagu Bagu. Now, Sagu Bagu is a project we do with the World Economic Forum. Sagu Bagu is, in fact, in English, if I have to say, it was named, I think, AI for AI. Agriculture Innovation through Artificial Intelligence, or Artificial Intelligence for Agriculture Innovation. Now, this is what is the need of the hour. When Satyanarayan Garu said, data is the new oil, of course we've heard it before. But what I liked in what he said, that old oil is going to, end someday. It is going to be gone someday, fossil fuel. But this new oil, that is the data, the more you load in, the better it is. Because the outcome of machine learning, the outcome of artificial intelligence is based on how much data they have. Predictability, analytics, everything else that comes with it is a factor of how much data there is and how valuable inputs we can actually, create out of this. And I'm delighted that, this project today, especially, the ADeX and ADMF have, after painstaking efforts from all the stakeholders, thank you to each and every one of you, Rama Garu, Satyanarayan Garu, Professor Garu, everybody, the Agriculture Department and to the IT Department, my compliments to all of you. I'm delighted that I was able to launch it in front of all of you. Some of the projects that we have done in the past have also been quite useful, have been path-breaking. We also had done a project called as Data in Climate Resilient Agriculture. One of the things I'm constantly, because I represent a rural constituency where the farming is expanded in a big way like everywhere else in Telangana. One of the things that always bothers me, now with climate change becoming a norm, but climate change really becoming a huge challenge for all of us, cutting across our cities, which are now, where we see urban flooding every so often. Climate change has also resulted in, unseasonally, hailstorms for farmers, affecting their crops, floods, in some cases flash floods, cloud bursts. So all these things, when I see them, I keep thinking, how can we use technology for betterment, better planning, better predictability? Because, the more data we have, the better, in terms of our awareness, our preparedness, in terms of handling any such disasters. So we have done some good work on that front as well. Now, we have also done several other things which I can tell you about. But I think today I'm really proud that the team together has worked and kick-started this agriculture data exchange platform, which is India's first, I'm told, digital public infrastructure in agriculture. I think they deserve a big round of applause for that. Now, with the onset of new AI use cases such as generative AI, there is an immediate need for the availability of large, standardized data sets and APIs for the farmers and agriculture industry in India to benefit from this growth in technology. ADeX as a platform provides an interface where peer-to-peer data sharing can be enabled, not just between users in Telangana, but also for developers from across the world to work on solutions that benefit farmers here in the state of Telangana and also by extension in India. The platform also works in a way to ensure personal data is protected and that there is transparency in the data exchange, and I think that's extremely important. Whenever we talk about a data exchange, whenever we talk about large data sets, there is always the concern of privacy, there's always the concern about consent. And I'm delighted that you've actually showcased it here, that there is public data sets, there is private, there is with consent, etc., etc. I think that is extremely important, and my compliments to you guys on that as well. Making sure that the partners who are ready with these solutions, like Satyanarayan Garu said, from 5-5-5 to 50-50-50. I think amplification and user cases, helping us. Because ultimately, if the farmers start finding benefit, because the farmers in India are quite progressive, quite receptive to new things, new ideas. But they need demonstrated experience. They need, we have all the Krishi Vignan Kendras and we have a number of other such facilities. But unfortunately, most of the learning for farmers is from peers. So we need that buy-in from farmers at a peer level. If you're able to give them that confidence that in a village, if one guy has done it, why would you not be able to do it? If you give that kind of a fillip, I think this is going to work beautifully. I think as we have seen a few minutes ago, a few partners are already developing solutions based on data sets that are being made available on the ADeX platform. We have seen solutions in market advisory, credit advisory, and pest advisory. Again, these are areas where farmers are in dire need of information. I would also like to sincerely thank our partners, the World Economic Forum, the Indian Institute of Science, and the partners that developed and showcased active use cases for us to witness ADEX's potential. Now, coming to the data management framework, like Satyanarayan Garu said, we need a proper framework and a policy to be able to support an exchange, a data exchange. As the need for collection and use of large data sets is increasing, it is imperative for governments, it is imperative from the large stakeholders' perspective to have proper guidelines and proper policy framework to ensure, most importantly, ethical collection and processing of agriculture data. Because you would think, or at least, I wouldn't say all of us, but some of the technology guys would think that farmers are gullible. It's easy, to part with data, to get data. But I think it's important for us to be ethical when we collect this data and use it to good effect for their benefit. Hence, Telangana has worked on the agriculture data exchange framework in collaboration with the WEF. I'm thankful to WEF. Every year we're there at Davos, meeting them, encouraging WEF to work with us. I'm delighted that this important sector, agriculture, has also received their partnership. Currently, there are no clear regulations on collection and usage of data in agriculture. There are very few startups and innovators that can work on new solutions. Uncontrolled collection and use of data will cause concerns among farmers and potentially could invade their privacy, and this is exactly what we wanted to avoid by way of this framework. The Digital Personal Data Protection Bill that was recently passed in both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and the Agricultural Data Management Framework will bolster the regulations around agri-specific data and promote innovation in this space. The ADMF works on carefully curated guiding principles ranging from providing notices prior to data collection and consent-based processing of data to technological and operational safeguards. The ADMF also ensures that farmers' right to privacy is always respected, and the two-tier grievance redressal mechanism will ensure that any farmers in distress have quick and fair resolution to their issues. So I compliment the team, in conclusion, on launching both ADeX and ADMF. Of course, like Satyanarayan Garu said, data is the new oil. the tech world today. But data is also one of the most expensive and important resources to further innovate and further help humanity. Both ADeX and ADMF provide the right platform to ensure fair and efficient usage of agriculture data by industry and startups, and provide a big boost, most importantly, in the data economy, specifically to our farmers who much need it. I compliment the Agriculture Department, our Agriculture University for partnering this. These initiatives, I hope, will help millions and millions of farmers. And once again, I'd like to thank all of you for making the time today to the launch, and appreciate all the efforts put in by Rama Devi Garu and the entire team of Emerging Technologies team, and all the partners that have helped make these projects a reality. But this is just the beginning, let me add. It's easy to create solutions. It's easy to come out with the tools that can help. What's more important is to get the buy-in, to get the confidence. To that effect, I request Agri Department primarily, please help the startups get proof of concepts. Please help them reach the farmers in such a way that they understand that this is a complementary effort, this is something that is going to help them, this is something that is going to help further their livelihoods. Thank you very much. Jai Telangana, Jai Hind.
I would request Honorable Minister Garu to stay on the stage for a few minutes. We'll do a quick photo op with all of the partners. I would also invite on stage Jay Sir, Raghunandan Sir, Rama Ma'am, J. Satyanarayana Sir, of course, Dr. Inder Gopal, and all the use case partners, the data providers, Telangana State Development Planning Society, Krishi Tantra, Agriculture Department, and the India Meteorological Department. And the use case partners, Napanta, One Money, Nairuti, the Agri Collaborative. Those here from the press, you can